Pay no attention to thoughts. Don't fight them. Just do nothing about them. Let them be, whatever they are. Your fighting them gives them life. Just disregard. Look through. Remember to remember, whatever happens, happens because I am. All remind you that you are. Take full advantage of the fact that to experience, you must be. You need not stop thinking. Just cease being interested. It is disinterestedness that liberates. Don't hold on. That is all. The world is made of rings. The hooks are all yours. Make straight your hooks, and nothing can hold you. Give up your addictions. There is nothing else to give up. Stop your routine of acquisitiveness, your habit of looking for results, and the freedom of the universe is yours. Be effortless. What needs doing, do it. Don't resist. Your balance must be dynamic, based on doing just the right thing from moment to moment. Don't be a child, unwilling to grow up. Stereotyped gestures and postures will not help you. Rely entirely on your clarity of thought, purity of motive, and integrity of action. You cannot possibly go wrong. Go beyond and leave all behind. You want something like a round-the-clock ecstasy. Ecstasies come and go, necessarily, for the human brain cannot stand the tension for a long time. A prolonged ecstasy will burn out your brain, unless it is extremely pure and subtle. In nature, nothing is at standstill. Everything pulsates, appears, and disappears. Heart, breath, digestion, sleep and waking, birth and death. Everything comes and goes in waves. Rhythm, periodicity, harmonious alternation of extremes is the rule. No use rebelling against the very pattern of life. If you seek the immutable, go beyond experience. When I say, remember I am, all the time, I mean come back to it repeatedly. No particular thought can be mind's natural state, only silence. Not the idea of silence, but silence itself. When the mind is in its natural state, it reverts to silence spontaneously after every experience. Or rather, every experience happens against the background of silence. Now, what you have learned here becomes the seed. You may forget it, apparently, but it will live, and in due season sprout and grow, and bring forth flowers and fruits. All will happen by itself. You need not do anything. Only don't prevent it. What is love? Is it not a state of being rather than a state of mind? Must you know that you love in order to love? Did you not love your mother unknowingly? Your craving for her love, for an opportunity to love her, is it not the movement of love? Is not love as much a part of you as consciousness of being? You sought the love of your mother because you loved her. But she would not let me. She could not stop you. Then why was I unhappy all my life? Because you did not go down to the very roots of your being. It is your complete ignorance of yourself that covered up your love and happiness, and made you seek for what you have never lost. Love is will, the will to share your happiness with all. Being happy, making happy, this is the rhythm of love. You began as a child, and you will end as a child. Whatever you have acquired in the meantime, you must lose and start at the beginning. A child kicks. Let it kick. Just look at the kicking. And if you are too afraid of society to kick convincingly, look at that too. I know, it is a painful business. But there is no remedy except one. The search for remedies must cease. If you are angry or in pain, separate yourself from anger and pain and watch them. Externalization is the first step to liberation. Step away and look. The physical events will go on happening, but by themselves, they have no importance. It is the mind alone that matters. Whatever happens, you cannot kick and scream in an airline office or in a bank. Society does not allow it. If you do not like their ways, or are not prepared to endure them, don't fly or carry money. Walk, and if you cannot walk, don't travel. If you deal with society, you must accept its ways, for its ways are your ways. Your needs and demands have created them. Your desires are so complex and contradictory. No wonder the society you create is also complex and contradictory. If you could only keep quiet, clear of memories and expectations, you would be able to discern the beautiful pattern of events. It is your restlessness that causes chaos. You want immediate results. We do not dispense magic here. Everybody makes the same mistake, refusing the means, but wanting the ends. You want peace and harmony in the world, but refuse to have them in yourself. Follow my advice implicitly, and you will not be disappointed. I cannot solve your problem by mere words. You have to act on what I told you and persevere. It is not the right advice that liberates, but the action based on it. Just like a doctor who, after giving the patient an injection, tells him, "Now, keep quiet. Do nothing more, just keep quiet." I am telling you, you have got your injection. Now, keep quiet. Just keep quiet. You have nothing else to do. My guru did the same. He would tell me something and then say, "Now, keep quiet." Don't go on ruminating all the time. Stop. Be silent. All that needs doing can be done in peace and silence. There is no need to get upset. If you just try to keep quiet, all will come. The work the strength for work, the right motive. Must you know everything beforehand? Don't be anxious about your future. Be quiet now, and all will fall into place. The unexpected is bound to happen, while the anticipated may never come. Don't tell me you cannot control your nature. You need not control it. Throw it overboard. Have no nature to fight or to submit to. No experience will hurt you, provided you don't make it into a habit. Of the entire universe, you are the subtle cause. All is because you are. Grasp this point firmly and deeply, and dwell on it repeatedly. To realize this as absolutely true is liberation. Nature is neither pleasant nor painful. It is all intelligence and beauty. Pain and pleasure are in the mind. Change your scale of values, and all will change. Pleasure and pain are mere disturbances of the senses. Treat them equally, and there will be only bliss. And the world is what you make it. By all means, make it happy. Only contentment can make you happy. Desires fulfilled breed more desires. Keeping away from all desires and contentment in what comes by itself is a very fruitful state, a precondition to the state of fullness. Don't distrust its apparent sterility and emptiness. Believe me, it is the satisfaction of desires that breeds misery. Freedom from desires is bliss. Remember the instruction. Whatever you come across, go beyond. It is like climbing a mountain. Not a step can be missed. One step less, and the summit is not reached. The person is always the object. The witness is the subject. And their relation of mutual dependence is the reflection of their absolute identity. You imagine that they are distinct and separate states. They are not. They are the same consciousness, at rest and in movement. Each state conscious of the other. Beyond the mind, all distinctions cease. As body, you are in space. As mind, you are in time. But are you mere body with a mind in it? Have you ever investigated? You see people suffer, and you seek the best way of helping them. The answer is obvious. First, put yourself beyond the need of help. Be sure your attitude is of pure goodwill, free of expectation of any kind. Those who seek mere happiness may end up in sublime indifference, while love will never rest. As to the method, there is only one. You must come to know yourself, both what you appear to be and what you are. Clarity and charity go together. Each needs and strengthens the other. The world is not objective, and the sorrow of it is not avoidable. Compassion is but another word for the refusal to suffer for imaginary reasons. It is always the false that makes you suffer, the false desires and fears, the false values and ideas, the false relationships between people. Abandon the false, and you are free of pain. Truth makes happy. Truth liberates. You are neither the body nor in the body. There is no such thing as body. You have grievously misunderstood yourself. To understand rightly, investigate. This is your misconception. Inquire, investigate, doubt yourself and others. To find truth, you must not cling to your convictions. If you are sure of the immediate, you will never reach the ultimate. Your idea that you were born and that you will die is absurd. Both logic and experience contradict it. The entire universe contributes incessantly to your existence. Hence, the entire universe is your body. In that sense, I agree. Realize your real self, and even drugs will have no power over you. I make no claims of consistency. You think absolute consistency is possible. Prove it by example. Do not preach what you do not practice. Without awareness, the body would not last a second. There is in the body a current of energy, affection, and intelligence, which guides, maintains, and energizes the body. Discover that current and stay with it. Find the spark of life. Life itself is timeless. Behave as if what I say is true, and judge by what actually happens. I know what you are, and I am telling you. Trust me for a while. The body and the mind are only symptoms of ignorance, of misapprehension. Behave as if you were pure awareness, bodiless and mindless, spaceless and timeless, beyond where and when and how. Dwell on it. Think of it. Learn to accept its reality. Don't oppose it and deny it all the time. Keep an open mind at least. Yoga is bending the outer to the inner. Make your mind and body express the real, which is all and beyond all. By doing, you succeed, not by arguing. The Absolute precedes time. Awareness comes first. A bundle of memories and mental habits attracts attention. Awareness gets focalized, and a person suddenly appears. Remove the light of awareness, go to sleep or swoon away, and the person disappears. The person flickers. Awareness contains all space and time. The Absolute is. I know the source of all experience. From moment to moment, the little I need to know to live my life, I somehow happen to know. First, know your own mind, and you will find that the question of other minds does not arise at all, for there are no other people. You are the common factor, the only link between the minds. Being is consciousness. I am applies to all. Don't you see that the supreme reality is what makes everything possible?